You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Penix. This is complete. It's Davis. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing now on 1st down. Penix finds a seam down the middle. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All set to go now from the 35. Penix on 1st down. Along the sideline, and Pitts brings it in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Again, Penix to the air. Back to Pitts it goes. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. We have to take a timeout, though. There's an injured player, and it looks like Kyle Pitts is the one the training staff is headed out for. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Over just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Eight yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Penix working from the gun. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Drake London with the touchdown. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting a quarterback in the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Just feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than have a perfect 5 for 5 and finish it out for 6. That is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. May will throw to get us started here. That's taken in by Henry. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Behind Diablo there on the tackle. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating the ball down the field.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. On play action, here's May. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Back to the air. It's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose. Incomplete. He was searching for Kyle Williams that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Crazy. Now here goes Trump. Ready, what's up?
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
5. Ready, what's up?
1st down throw for May. He finds Diggs right side. And he's going to be touchdown Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now.
Here goes Trump.
A run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here goes Trump. Crazy. Crazy.
Going play action, May. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
May not have throw on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Anderson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Made a throw it. Caught just shy of the goal line. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Agnew on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. From the gun, it's Robinson. Have him gain about a handful there. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Penix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. You can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Fights his way through a tackle. And he gets him a nice chunk on that return on the final play of our 1st quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll take over here following that punt to end the first. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's a New England first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
May on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Crazy. Here goes that. Ready, what's that? Crazy. 5. Crazy.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here goes that. Ready, what's that?
Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
What's that? Ready, what's that? Crazy. 5. Crazy.
May now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Counter play. It's Henderson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Crazy.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and goal at the 1 yard line.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
What's that?
Stevenson gets in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots take a second quarter lead. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you. And we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's Agnew on the return. Patriots will get this up to about the 30 before he goes out of bounds.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing, Penix. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. And now they're staring at fourth and long. They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. Punt meets him at the 28. Some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for first and 10. They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
So it'll be second and long coming up, and that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. Patriots holding the lead here at Gillette. All right, here we go. Second down.
Crazy. Hey, what's up? Five.
Off the play action. May. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. This one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stop quickly. The catch moves them to the 48.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Crazy.
First down, May. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Henderson here from the gun. And he's been working in for a couple here. It's third down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now here's 3rd and 5. On the gun, it's May. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.